What's up, y'all? This is my fake podcast yet again. We sitting here playing good tunes and stuff. Beat is brought to you by my guy Cash. I stole it, but he knows I stole it. And according to Mike, that ain't really stealing.
That doesn't count as stealing.
But he knows I'm using it.
Then he gave you consent.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
That's not stealing.
Consent is important.
Exactly. Yes, it is.
Very. Yeah, man. So welcome to my fake podcast, man. I don't think I've ever introduced myself on here, actually. I'm Johnny Dash. This is my guy Mike.
What's good?
I don't know if you want everybody to know your last name. I'll just call you Mike.
Mike is fine.
All right. And then it's my guy Tim.
Hello.
To the right of him. I don't know if you want everybody to know your last name, so we're just going to call you Tim.
That's fine.
Live on location. We in the studio. Tim.
Timmy B.
Timbo.
Short for Timberlakes.
Timberlands. No, but yeah, man, we live on location in the studio where I'm not going to give y'all the location because y'all don't need to know where we at. So I'm going to play this song for y'all to start off. I like playing music in the background. It's a song I found on TikTok. It's called Shoestrings by Felix Ames. And yeah, we're just going to let it play. Solid debut, bro. Mm-hmm. Very solid debut.
Yeah, if you go to his Spotify, his bio, all it says is, "You're here early, and we got a long way to go. Thank you."
Hey.
That's what's up.
So the story behind that, right? And I guess I'll let this kind of finish out or fade out. I don't know, whatever. It's a minute left. But kind of the story behind me finding this is I'm on TikTok, right? It's real random. And this clip comes up of him just kind of dancing to his own song. And all that was playing was the chorus part. And he was like, I'm going to play this song on TikTok until it blows up. You know what I mean? So bro just kept promoting his own song on TikTok until it became a thing where it was 200-something thousand views.
That's crazy.
I went and just scrolled through his page, and the first day where he posted this song, it was 1,400, and that jumped up to 200-something thousand. I was just like, yo, the power of social media, dog.
For real. It's changing people's lives.
Bro, it's crazy. Would have never found this dude.
Speaking of the power of social media, we're all in the world of content creation, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do professionally. That's what we do on the side. We make stuff.
Hold on. If we do it both professionally and on the side,
mm-hmm.
is that just what?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying. We do it as our day job, and we also do it as a side hustle separately. We do it in our free time.
Yes.
With that being said, what free time?
Exactly. When we're not at work,
right?
Works. We're always working.
Always working.
So with that, I guess my question is, Tim, what's the deal?
Oh man, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, Tim has been talking about starting a YouTube channel for the past few months, and I know he's been wanting to do it even longer. And I started mine back in December, and been kind of grinding away at that. But what's the deal, Tim? I posted a new video this morning. You went out and bought all your podcast equipment 2 weeks ago, and you already got 2-3 podcasts done. Yeah, we're here doing it right now.
So what's up, Tim?
The fact of the matter is that, man, I just gotta get my priorities right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at home. I'm like, man, I need to go film this YouTube video. But what do? I sit down on the couch. I eat some pretzels.
I eat some pretzels.
I mean, y'all wonder why it's not getting done.
So we blaming pretzels.
We blaming pretzels.
He's got too much salt.
Salty.
Sodium levels a little.
Honestly, it's happening tonight, and so
that's what you said last week.
That's what you said last week, no.
I'm setting the camera up, I'm plugging my mic up, and I'm filming a YouTube video tonight. I'm gonna edit it tomorrow, and I'm gonna have that dude up maybe Monday.
All right, we gonna see, bro. We gonna see. We gonna see where you at.
I hope it happens.
Me too, man. I'm interested to see where your creativity is on a full scale.
I'm curious as well, just to see what I can create, and the product that I can put out, and see if I can help people. the video is all about making friends, making lifelong friends, and how to manage those relationships. And so it's kind of a little different than what I'm used to doing, but we'll see how it goes.
So is that just the topic for this first video? Is your channel going to be centered around friendship, or is it just gonna be just like a one-off video, like I'm getting my feet wet and this is what it's over?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a one-off video. Friendship is important to me, and you know,
As it should be.
it's gonna be just like something that I'm passionate about. And so that's kind of what I want my channel to revolve around, is things that I'm passionate about. And you know, because we're all human, we're all passionate about different things, right? But we all share a lot of commonalities, and so I know that, you know, if I put out what I'm passionate about, someone out there is going to connect with that and be passionate about it too. So I'm hoping that I can reach some people. And, you know, I'm not really hoping for overnight success. I'm just hoping that someone sees a video and says, "Man, I can relate to that."
Yeah, that's what
facts,
that's
bro.
what it's all about. You
I'm
know,
wrong with that.
you just if you can make an impact in one person's day, or just for their hour, you know, or however long, you know, you have their attention, that's huge.
Yeah,
Bro, and speaking on impact, bro, you don't never know, like, you never know what you put out, how it's gonna impact people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was talking to this cat, man, dude that I've like been following like forever. His name is B-Dot. I done shown y'all some of his videos before and some of his work. For those who don't know, B-Dot was on the radio back home on the local hip hop station in North Carolina Triad area, 102 Jams, right? So he was like the person that I was listening to on the morning on my way to school, or like at one point I couldn't listen to rap music, so I would like sneak, and I had this radio by my bed, not like be like listening to it late nights or whatever. But I remember B-Dot as a kid, like him showing up to our rec center, like doing this like opening day thing, right? And I'm just like, bro, I told him this. I was like, bro, I've seen your rise from like doing small little events like that, which he still does, to like being on the biggest stages, being on MTV Wildin' Out, you know what I'm saying, doing shows for VH1, being on an episode of Catfish, like
That's
like
crazy.
not as a person, but they was like recapping the season. or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Yeah, he ain't out here catfishing people. But it's just like, you know, me as a kid at like 10 years old to me now at 28 is like, bro, the impact is crazy. And I'm like, bro, like you don't never know who you can impact or who you can touch, or even just if it just makes somebody's day better, like,
Yeah,
bro, that's
that's what it's all about.
yeah. So I love the idea. Like, I really never even knew what type of videos you was like planning on making. I just knew that it was like, hey, Tim, where these videos at, bro?
yeah. When's it gonna happen?
Right.
I'm excited for it. You know, it should be a good experience, a learning experience.
Hey, bro, you might have to hold the mic closer to your mouth, bro.
Good learning
There
experience.
you go.
Definitely a growing experience too. So, you know, I'm excited and see where it goes.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's what's up, bro. That's great, man. That's great. Mike, man, what you got
up?
lined up, bro? What's up with you?
Oh, you know, just creating, man. Working, grinding, always at it.
Bro, always.
The grind never stops.
Never
which is funny because like I was saying, I put out a YouTube video this morning. It's about burnout. Like
Ooh.
that's what my
Oh,
video
yeah,
is,
that's-
because I just been feeling hella burnt out. Like starting the whole pandemic, realistically.
bro.
Dude, it's been hard to stay motivated.
Bro.
But it definitely came to a head back in December when I did start my channel, because I was running myself way too thin between work, trying to be in a band, and trying to freelance stuff on the side on top of my own project for YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I had to like not do anything, just exist.
Decompress.
For sure. It's really, really important.
Yeah, nah, bro, and that, I guess that kind of goes back to what were you saying, like at the very beginning, like always working.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has its perks because you kind of stay busy, but
For sure.
it's hard to always be in create mode.
Yeah, you can only do that for so long,
Bro.
until it
Bro.
all kind of comes crashing to a halt.
You remember Clubhouse when that was like really popping? I don't know if it's still popping, but
I don't think it is. I think Twitter, they came out with, what is it? Twitter
came out with Spaces.
Spaces.
Bro, they
So they-
always do that.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, Clubhouse, we'll do something just like that,
Always.
but better." So yeah, I don't think Clubhouse is really popping off like it was, because when it first came out, Like,
bro, it was
a
lit.
bunch of YouTube creators were doing stuff on
lit.
there. Elon Musk was on there
It
all the
was lit.
time. Yeah, I didn't really mess with it, but I heard like a lot of
Bro.
like bigger creators that I
Bro.
listened to were talking about it all the time.
It was lit because you would go in, and me, you know, I do the sports media thing. Well, it's sports media people that I've been following for years, you know what I'm saying? But they so like big name that all of these people have been following them for years, and it's like, all right, now we're able to be in the same like space, communicate, talk, you know what I'm saying? Like ask questions, get feedback, stuff like that. And then, you know, it end up, all right, well, hey, well, what's your IG? Like, you know, and I'm like, all right, bet. Like, here, follow me on IG, check out some of my work. Like, let me know what you think about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Not that it should 100% matter, but, you know, it's cool to get feedback from people who work in the same realm as you, you know. So, dang, I kind of forgot. Oh, yeah. So in Clubhouse, man, burnouts was a huge topic of conversation.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, and it got to the point where, and like you said, the pandemic. Now, let me ask this. Did you think your burnout started in the pandemic?
I think it definitely like accelerated it, just because, you know, my mental state during the pandemic, everything felt hopeless, like in so many realms. But like my band, for example, you know, I joined this band at the beginning of last year, like January, and we didn't even play our first show with me and the band until August, because, you know, we kept, and like there were shows starting to happen, but we kept weighing like the risk. It was like, when should we hop on a show? When does it feel safe to do that, for us to be promoting people getting in a room together? And
especially at the beginning when nobody knew what was going on for real.
And fortunately, like last August, things weren't that bad. Obviously, they have kind of skyrocketed since then. I think it's starting to taper off, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
But since then, you know, we've had like shows drop, and we don't know when we can book shows. So yeah, you know, the sense of hopelessness was definitely exacerbated by the pandemic, for sure.
So I think for me, it was a little bit of the opposite, at least at the beginning, because, you know, what is this, 2 years ago? Dang, that's so crazy.
Yeah, we're coming up on 2 years in March.
2 years ago, and you know this, I don't know, Tim, I don't know if you know, but I was like in the summertime, like late spring, early summer, and throughout, I would be traveling every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Doing the travel ball thing, and just like, you know, Tim, I don't know if you knew this, I was like working with an AAU program, and you know, I do the whole basketball thing. I'd be training and stuff like that. And so on Friday, like I would be gone like every Friday of the summer, bro. Like all my PTO is gone because Friday I'm out of there. You know what I mean? So I'd leave Friday, fly back in Sunday night, and that would be that. But dude, it was like a roller coaster, especially when you take into consideration that right before that you got high school playoffs, and that's a crazy time within itself. So, matter of fact, we were gonna broadcast the state championship.
We were set up for the state tournament.
Set up, ready to go, and then like 2 hours before tip off, they're like, "Yo, we're shutting this whole thing down." Shout out to Rudy Gobert for tricking that off. That was gonna be a great tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like we were at ground zero of the pandemic in the United States. Like,
bro,
realistically,
really, like Oklahoma is ground zero.
Yeah, because I mean, yes, there were cases in the country at first, but like that Thunder game,
bro,
was like one of the first things to get canceled, and our event got canceled,
trickle down,
because wasn't like some of the players that were supposed to be in the tournament, they were at that game and met a player from the Thunder.
Well, what happened? So Rudy Gobert was the first player to test positive for it. Right?
Yeah.
But his teammate Donovan Mitchell went to, I think, either Carl Albert. I think he was either Carl Albert or Dell City. I want to say it was Dell City. He went to Dell City like the day before the game to like work out or like go see like players and stuff like that. And he was around like players and coaches, and he ended up testing positive as well. And the crazy part is that Rudy Gobert was in a press conference, a post-game press conference, and like put his hands on all these reporters' phones were lined up and stuff. He just like was playing around, like swiped everybody's phone. It was like, you know, and then it turns out before the game, like dudes are on the court ready to tip off.
Right.
boom, dead stop.
Man.
Like, and there's a documentary about it. I'll send it to you when I go back and find it. Like, Chris Paul is in there or whatever, but they talked about that game and how like confusing it was, and just, I mean, it was dead stop. But I was telling Rod, I'm like, dude, right now we'd be like going crazy, like losing our minds, talking about, man, we got to get ready for another weekend. Like, but I'm dead tired. You know what I'm saying? Because traveling takes a lot out of you.
It really does.
You know what I mean? It is literally nonstop because you get back Sunday night.
And then you're back to work the next day.
Monday morning. Friday comes, you're flying. Those weekends, man, it's a long 3 days, bro. It's long a long 3 days. A lot of games, a lot of traveling, a lot of driving, a lot of getting stuff orchestrated and everything. But, at that point, it was like, yo, maybe we kind of needed to take a step back and just rest. You know what I mean? Like, for us at the very beginning. Later on, it got super hectic. But at the very beginning, like, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. No, I feel that, man. It's just been a crazy, especially at the very beginning, it was crazy, but it's been a crazy 2 years.
Bro, I would just say that working from home was the best thing ever.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was.
Because, I felt like I was in a better, like, creative environment. And I always say this, like, bro, when we in the office, because we know we have 8 hours to be here, it'll take, like, you'll take a full 8 hours to get something done. Or it might be 5 o'clock and you like, dang, I ain't get nothing done.
As your manager, I'm gonna say I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, as Mike on the podcast, and Mike, who wasn't my manager when the pandemic first started, Mike knows exactly what I'm talking about. But nah, for real, like it would. I feel like it kind of messes with your creative vibes, just knowing that you have so much time to deal.
You hear that not from just people in our department, but in the creative field as a whole, for people that work in more of a corporate setting, they feel exactly the same way we do. We're not unique in that sense. It's very much you work in creative for corporate stuff. It's like, oh yeah, you take forever to do stuff. Yeah. Because the opportunity is there. Yeah, you got to be there.
But at home, it's like, all right, y'all, we need to get this done by the day. 2 hours, 2 hours, we done knocked it out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you get this? Yep, I got it. All right, cool. Let me know if you need something else today. And it's like, and at that point, I really kind of felt the value because it's like, now I'm being paid for my work rather than my time.
Yeah, I've been trying. I mean, Tim's over here trying to find a freelance side gig for doing remote work for this company, and that's really the setup. If you're a creative, the best way you can get stuff done is working from home for sure. Unless you have your own facility where you're in charge. That's a separate conversation completely. Yeah. But if you're working for another person, it's definitely makes the most sense to be doing remote stuff because you're getting paid for your time reasonably. You're not wasting all this. Sometimes you're not wasting all this extra time, and then on top of that, you have more ability to take on other projects to bring in more money, or just for yourself. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely I think most jobs should be remote nowadays. Honestly,
everything.
It saves money for everyone.
I won't say everything, but a lot of things can be done remotely and should be done remotely.
I mean, you can't go to the dentist remotely, obviously, but a lot of things should be able to do.
Mechanical engineer a power plant remotely, of course, but like or whatever.
Not
mechanical
yet.
Engineer.
Not yet. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. Hey, well, this is a good break point. We'll take a quick break. Don't nothing happen in these breaks. I just gotta reset the camera, let that cool off, and we'll come right back after these words from JohnnyDashMedia
and Co.
Welcome back to my fake podcast. Here with my man Mike, Tim, the homies.
Back from the
Commercial break.
commercial water break.
So, just in case anybody's wondering if you made it this far into the podcast, the music today is brought to you by James Francis. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but that's kind of how it's spelled, kind of. This track is called My Favorite Things.
I was gonna say I know that melody.
Yeah. Most people, if you know music, you kind of know this deal right here. Name of the album is called Purest Form. I'll tell you how I came across this.
Yeah.
Someone posed a question. They were asking who played the keys on a certain Drake track called Yep. What is it? Yebba's Interlude, maybe?
Yep.
Hold on,
I thought you were gonna stop there. I was like, I don't know. Yep.
Now I gotta actually go find the track. I want to say it's called Yebba's Interlude or something like that. But it was on Drake's latest album, Certified Lover Boy. It's called Yebba's Heartbreak.
Yebba's Heartbreak.
Yebba's Heartbreak. So he played the keys on that. Somebody was like, "Oh, who played the keys on this?" And me being me, the researcher, the historian, the whatever name you want to give, I did my research and found this dude from Houston named James Francis. So
James Francis.
yeah, or it could just be Francis. I don't know.
How's it spelled? Francis. I mean, yeah, Francies for those of you not looking at John's phone.
Look at that, man.
Yeah. Very solid.
Yeah, nah, it's dope, bro. I like jazz, man. At certain times, you gotta be in the mood for jazz.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I used to be really into Snarky Puppy, but
Oh, bro,
it's
you-
been a while.
Snarky Puppy
I thought
is
about
good,
playing the Snarky
Yeah.
album,
I love that.
So solid.
but yeah.
Y'all ever heard Moon Hooch?
Is that a drink?
Moon Hooch is like a band of horns, and they play like, saxophone and French horn. It's crazy.
Isn't French horn one of those like insanely hard instruments to play?
I believe
Probably.
so.
Yeah.
Being somebody who was like in the band, like marching band in college. Yeah, shout out to people who play French. Like, but marching French horns are a little different than like your.
Right. It's a
Yeah.
completely different instrument, isn't it? I mean, shape-wise, I know it essentially makes the same sound.
Yeah, like, but it's like
a concert one. I know the
That's
horn
the
kind of
circle.
shoots. Yeah, it shoots
Yeah,
back at you,
you
but
gotta-
a marching one looks more like a
like,
trumpet.
Yeah, you pull it straight up and play it like that. So I
Mhm.
don't really know. I mean, I didn't really. I like here's the weird thing about being in like marching band. So I went to for those who don't know, went to a HBCU, North Carolina Central University. I was in the band. I was on the drum line. We did drum line things. Yeah, so drum line. I played drums. Bro,
It's a great movie.
great. Shout out to Nick
Shout out
Cannon.
Nick
Yeah.
Cannon.
Hey, shout out Nick Cannon, man.
Shout out
People-
Mariah.
Come on, bro. But on the drum line though, in the band, bro, I only really talked to people who was in the drum line. Like,
Right.
Like, I mean, yeah, I know a few people who, play other instruments.
No, but you mostly
mainly
stayed within
tubas,
your
but
section.
Yeah. Until it was time to, step outside of your section.
Mm-hmm.
But
Real quick, let me ask a question.
what's up, Tim?
You know how this first chair and trumpet, clarinet, how did the drum line work? Was there like a first chair? But there wouldn't be because you all play different instruments, correct?
So you got a section leader.
Okay, section leader.
Yeah, and that's like your quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's the dude everything go through.
okay.
When it's time to get instruction or give instruction, that's usually the person like giving instruction.
Is he giving the count off too whenever you?
Most of the time, like, yes, because typically your section leader will play snare.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if your section leader doesn't play snare, like in some instances, your section leader might be somebody who play bass drum. Well, there's still going to be somebody on snare to count it off more times than none. At least from my experience. And then I guess so my drum line, we had snares, cymbals, bass drums, tenor drums, which some people call the sextuplets or quints. They call those tenors. We didn't. Tenors was like, some people have chest tenors, other people have like tenors like toms on the drum set. You know what I mean? And then you have your sextuplets. So each one of those subsections had somebody who was kind of like the leader of those too. You know what I mean? Like sometimes unspoken, sometimes spoken. You know
I gotta take this phone call. Sorry,
take your
guys.
phone call, bro. But yeah, so I forgot where I was going with this drumline thing.
Anyways,
Where was I going with that?
I just asked kind of like who was the leader and he answered the question. So I got what I was looking for. I got the section leader. He's the one. Counts everybody off.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, hey, what are you doing? Section leader.
Oh yeah. You follow your section leader, bro. And I mean, and it's kind of like, to put it in the corporate terms, it's like the GM is your band director. Your section leader would be like Mike.
Okay.
Like your supervisor, and we are the other members of the drum line. We make it go. You ain't just gonna send one snare drum out there by itself and be like,
no, yeah, good
this
luck.
is our drum line. Like, no, it's not gonna work like that. But one time, man, they they kind of had to do that. My sophomore year, dude, drum line got suspended, and it was a game where we played against Duke, and in the stands, bro, it was the entire band with no drum line. They had somebody playing the drum set because we got suspended.
Dang.
Yeah, bro. It was a lot happened. A whole lot happened. Which I won't get into, but yeah, I'll say that story for another time. But bro, it was kind of wild, bro. It was kind of wild.
I'm just like that.
Hey, it's like that sometimes. So, new topic, man. How is it adjusting to like being in a new environment, like with us?
It's interesting. It seems like everywhere I've went, other than like a previous job that I had, has been pretty laid back. It's been a laid back experience. You know, there hadn't been too many things going on. Too many like uptight people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so, coming from a place where it's kind of uptight, you know, to here, it's kind of a relief because, you know, everybody's pretty laid back and chill here. You know, it's easy to get along with everybody. Everybody does their job and takes care of what they need to take care of, and so you don't have to worry about, you know. I mean, there's obviously going to be conflict in every job, and
yeah,
you're obviously going to have your disagreements with coworkers and whatnot. But for the most part, you know, you're gonna, at the end of the day, you're gonna come back around and, you know, work it out and keep chugging along, man. We're humans. That's what we do. You know?
Sorry, I had to take that phone call.
Nah, you good, bro. Nah, I was asking him about like his experience on like being the new guy with us and like adjusting to working with everybody. And you know, it's kind of weird because Tim, you came in like right before football season where stuff really got jumping.
He did not have a chance to breathe at first.
Your first experience, like we didn't have a chance to like really train you, bro. It was like game one, Tim, come on,
this.
like hey, bro, like let's go, like we gotta, you know. And we kind of threw you in the fire a little bit.
You handled it fine.
I like that though. You know, I feel like pressure is how I learn best, and so just being able to get into it and, you know, kind of learn as I go, and while I'm doing it, that's how I learn.
Like media buys.
Like media buys. That's how I'm gonna learn.
So, with Mike, how was your experience like when you first got here?
Let's see. I had the weirdest first week. First day actually. So my first day at work, and they don't really do things like this anymore, to be fair, but my first day, I show up and it was right after everybody moved into this building. So I met everyone in Warner, and I think it was right after a cook-off. So I meet Nate,
You weren't at the first one? You weren't at the first cook-off?
I don't know. It was the chili cook-off. It was literally the week after.
Dang.
And so I show up in Warner. I meet Casey. Casey was still the manager. Meet you, Clayton, Nate, and Eric. And I think y'all are out by the big cooker scrubbing. And it's just quick thing, whatever. And I get a little tour around Warner. And then somebody's like, okay, we're going to give you a new phone and a laptop. And here's a car. We're going to have somebody follow you home. And you can drive back with the car. So I was there for maybe an hour and then had to go back to Tahlequah and then drive all the way back. And then I get to the office here, and by that time it's lunchtime. By the time I get back, and Chris says, okay, we're all going to lunch. And so we go to lunch, and then
the Mexican joint? We went to the Mexican spot, right?
Yeah, it was the worst Mexican place here in town.
What's the name of that one? Not El Horacho.
No, that's the one in Warner. It's
I went to that one recently.
Hamlin's. It's not. It's barely even Tex-Mex. It's really it's garbage food. And then so after lunch, we're just kind of not really doing much. There wasn't much going on that day, and we're talking about something, and then Casey comes in and is like, "Hey, Mike, do you want to go to a wine tasting tonight?" And I'm like, "What? Where the hell do I work?"
Wow.
So my first day, it's like 3 or 4 o'clock. We go to this vineyard here in Muskogee, and I'm tasting wine, and it is the most disgusting wine I've ever had. It's not good. I don't.
Hello, there was a vineyard.
There shouldn't be, but yeah. And so I'm like I was like, hey, here's a company vehicle. You want some alcohol? I thought I was being set up or something. Like it was a weird first day. And then I do remember my first live stream is when we live streamed that track meet. And this was when we still were doing it.
Everything was like wasn't in the tactical cables or nothing like that.
No, this was before we upgraded our video system, and it was really rough. And I remember that being like it was one of the longer days that I've ever had here because we were still running SDI cables to everything.
Oh, everything was bad.
And
it worked, but it was
it was hard. It took forever to tear down. It was a really long day because the track meet starts at early in the day and goes till
2 in the morning.
I don't know if it was that long, but
man, it felt like
it felt like it for
where
sure.
Where we at? You remember where we were at?
It was the Muskogee track meet.
Oh, you're talking about
the first
track
one,
meet, like where they run.
Yeah. No, not races.
At that one.
No,
I wasn't at that one.
No, I remember that. You were out of town for some reason.
Probably basketball.
And this was early days because we were having Olivia, Clayton's now fiance, interview athletes. So it was a completely different thing than what we're running now. But yeah, it was a very long day. And we're not live streaming that this year, by the way. So you know.
We used to have them two come in, Olivia and
Shayla.
Olivia and Shayla come and do the freaking
Buzz.
Oh,
but we've come a long way.
Buzz.
We've come a long way now that we don't have it writing things and filming things on a god awful set that just was terrible.
Tim, if you were to go back and see,
have come a long way.
If you were to go back and see like those like beginning stages, bro, you'd be like, dog, what was y'all on? Man, but it's crazy you say that.
It was like we worked at PBS or something. PBS would have been better, actually. That was rough.
It was bad, bro. But I mean, it was cool because it was still a learning experience. Like,
yeah, we learned a lot. And that's why we've come
that's why
so
we
far.
got better, yeah, because we learned like, okay, this is what we do, but there's ways to make this look better, sound better, be better, do better. You know what I'm saying? And then we did. Like, once we got the approval to like, do some of the stuff, it was like, all right, bet. Like, let's improve let's improve our product.
One thing we learned a lot about was lighting.
Yeah.
When I first got here, there were probably 3 times as many lights in here.
And the lights was
it was bad.
Really?
It was so bad.
Like, everybody had to duck when we came in here.
Yeah.
Too. You would have had to like almost crawl up out of here.
Dang.
And the stage that was here was like, what'd you say, like 1.5 feet off the ground maybe?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we had a huge set that
all
looked
the
like
light-
like a bad like local news channel
when we had to move all them
from
all
the
that
90s.
big wood pieces from over there,
Yeah.
that was the stage that was in here,
It took
crazy.
up like half of this room.
bro. It was bad.
What was filmed on it though?
The
Kinda-
buzz, everything,
Buzz,
everything.
we had what was it? What was the sports show then that Eric came up with? It was like Blitz
yeah,
or something.
Media
or End
Days.
Zone. I think it was before it was
I don't
called
even
End
think
Zone.
it wasn't even called End Zone yet. End Zone, bro, I liked when we did End Zone with Jacob and Dion.
It was the best looking thing that we did. It was I think it could have had potential
It had a lot of potential.
if we would have kept at it, and I also think if Jacob and Dion would have promoted it a little bit better on there, and I think it would have done well.
But it's a reason why they wasn't promoting it.
I know.
'cause, Yeah.
I know.
What's the word for that? Just know I understand. Like, cause if I was in a position, I probably wouldn't have did it.
Oh,
either,
for sure.
Because you got to come through. You got to come through with the deals to get that done, bro.
But
That's
no,
not free.
for sure.
You paying for one thing, not
Compensation
for-
is the word you were looking for.
Compensation.
And I think they should have been compensated a little bit more for that.
Not
but
our call though.
no, obviously
Not our call.
But I think had they ran with it and made it their show, I think it could have been.
Yeah.
I think it could have been something really special, and I mean it was something special. But I think it could have. You would have gotten more views on it.
Yeah, two very talented guys who
Insanely talented.
are like sports minded. They have like really good delivery.
Yeah,
with-
they know how to be on camera,
bro,
and
on camera,
and they know what they're talking about. They have something to say.
and you know what they both have, bro. They both have like personality.
Yeah.
Though very different, they had personality that worked together.
Very much so.
Like
I
they
agree.
were very compatible guys for on-screen talent, bro.
Mhm.
And I mean, obviously me and Dion are tight. You know what I'm saying? That's my
For
dude.
sure.
Jacob, man, Jacob is my guy, bro. I rock with Jacob so hard, bro, and I'm happy that he's in Denver now. Doing
Yeah,
his thing.
Denver.
And I sent him the episode with me and Dion. And I sent y'all. He was like, "Yeah, bro, get me on there." If I got to
Right
fly
on.
to Denver, dog, to do an episode with Jacob, I would do that, bro. So, and I always wanted to go to Denver. That's
Bro,
like
I
one of my-
love Colorado. I'm trying to move to Colorado.
Yeah, that's
first,
one of my checkoff cities.
first chance I get, I'm out of here to the mountains.
Which I've been to Denver. I just didn't leave the airport, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I've actually been to Denver.
Speaking of that airport, have you heard about all the conspiracy theories about that place,
yeah, like
dude?
the underground thing. Or
It,
whatever.
yeah,
yeah,
I've heard
it's
about that.
crazy. It took like 3 times as long as it should have to be built. Supposedly there's like a safety bunker or something for the end of the world, for the New World Order.
Dang, bro.
There's this giant Bronco
Yeah.
statue out in
Yeah,
front of
out
it
in
with
front.
glowing red eyes
Yeah.
that fell on the guy that made it and
Ooh,
killed him.
for real?
Like when they were installing it, it fell and killed the artist.
Nah.
Like
Wait, so he built it and then it killed him?
yeah,
Oh no.
taken out by your art.
That's
Oh,
dangerous.
Nah, bro.
Now I'm not saying I
nah.
believe all of these
Oh,
conspiracies,
nah.
but that actually did
That's-
happen. That thing's terrifying.
That's one that would. Yeah, nah, bro.
yeah, it's a
That's
weird
wild.
airport too.
Hmm.
That's wild. Nah, we stopped there on our way to L.A. It was my first time going to L.A. And that was my first time in California, period. But basketball stuff again.
Mhm.
But Denver was our connecting flight. So
For
we had
sure.
like a short layover there. But yeah, that's cool, man. Conspiracy theories are cool. I'm not a huge conspiracy theory guy.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a couple that make me go, But
Yeah, I find them interesting. That doesn't mean I believe them.
Facts, exactly. I will do a deep dive on YouTube. And
Yeah.
then, and then come away and be like, that was fun.
Yeah, it was
and then
fun.
just leave it at that.
Yeah. I ain't finna be swearing by,
Flat Earth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to Kyrie.
Yeah, shout out to B.O.B.
The rapper.
Yeah, he's a flat earther.
Oh.
Bobby Ray. Who's
that-
another one? I think
hey.
like Tila Tequila or something.
That,
Boy,
I haven't heard
Let
that
me
name
let me
in
pull
forever.
out some names from
that's OG
2008.
MTV right
Gracious.
there.
I haven't heard that name in forever. She
Yeah.
had a dating show with like guys and girls, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that was, man. Do they? Well, they do still make dating shows, just not
Oh,
like
yeah.
celebrity
There's a
dating. Like The
ton on
Bachelor
Netflix.
and The Bachelorette is still a thing, but they don't do. You don't have like your current flavor of love
No, not so much.
Which was an amazing television show, bro. It is.
That
I mean,
show
they-
was crazy.
They have quite a bit.
Bro, you have a house full of how many women? A lot of women fighting over Flavor Flav.
Flavor
Come on,
Flav.
man. New York had her break off. Another
Yeah,
good
she had
show.
her own TV show with it.
Yeah.
I think it did like 2 seasons.
Yeah, did 2 seasons, and then after that, you had another one, which is like Real Chance at Love with the brothers, and then one of them passed away. I can't remember. I think Real passed away, but I think the other one he's still on like more reality TV. Reality TV used to be like enjoying to watch, and then somewhere along the line, it took a turn. It was like annoying to me.
I've never really cared too much, to be honest. I did watch Flavor of Love a little bit, and then what was the Rock of Love
Oh,
with the
what's
dude from Poison?
bro, with the fake hair,
Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels.
Michaels.
Yeah. Dude doesn't.
Michaels.
He's either got a hat or a bandana on. It's like, homie, you don't have no hair. We know. But yeah, that stuff was like
Dude,
the
it's
cringiest.
classic MTV VH1.
Yeah.
But they still do Real World, right?
I have no idea.
I think they still do Real World.
I thought the only thing on MTV now is ridiculousness.
Hey.
On topic of MTV, we have to shout out Robin Big.
Shout out to Robin Big.
'Cause that
Shout out
show
to
was
Big.
good.
That show, what was the
Christopher
other one?
Boykin.
Fantasy Factory.
Yeah.
Oh, lit, bro. Like,
So good.
did they have a skateboarding show at one point? Or am I thinking like maybe that
No,
was it?
no. Rob Dyrdek came out with Street League.
Yeah.
It was like skateboarding, like it was a skateboarding competition, but it was like, like the scoring was different or something. I don't know. It was.
How does Rob not own MTV?
Bro, Rob Dyrdek is the man. I think he had everybody wearing the shoes. What shoes did he come out with?
Well, he worked with DC Shoes.
Yeah,
He
bro.
didn't own it, but he was a like one of their main sponsored athletes.
Hey, look, bro. Middle school days, I wasn't wearing DCs because I wasn't wearing like skateboard shoes 'cause I didn't skateboard. But
No, I
anybody
had
who
DCs.
ever
I had some.
looked at a skateboard, it was more than likely Caucasian, bro.
Mhm.
Owned a pair of DCs.
And what's the company? There's still a company that's
Etnies.
around. Well, no, Etnies was big, but Rob's cousin Drama, he came out with Young and Reckless.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah,
still like
yeah.
a
Young
clothing
and
company, I'm
Reckless,
pretty
yeah,
sure.
YR, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Young and Reckless, bro.
Goofy Drama, who was like this goofy dude
Drama.
in well, his name was Drama. I guess he's like a producer or something. And he was so goofy on Robin Big, but then like Fantasy Factory came around. He had a little bit of money. He started investing, and like he's a for real deal businessman.
Got family in high places like Jesus
Yeah.
needs. Hey, bro, to have one person in your family be able to put you on, bro,
Mm-hmm.
is lit.
Yeah.
Lit.
Change your
Change your life. Dog. What else was big in middle school? Sobe Life Waters.
life. Oh,
I don't even know if it was a
yeah.
Sobe water. It was just like Sobe, period.
That was
I
With a
sent-
little
I
gecko
sent
on
a
the front.
yeah. I sent my homies a meme about Sobe like 2 days ago.
That's why I remember
Yeah.
it. 'Cause I saw it floating around like, dang, those don't used to smack though.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, that area is called Midtown. There's quite a bit of.
Oh, all right. I was like, what is that? I'm like, yo, who is
We
that
got
talking?
ghosts.
All
We got
right,
ghosts.
That's somebody
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
on the thing. It might be time to
What's
change
that?
the album.
That area in Midtown. What?
Currently.
Yeah,
Here he
man.
is.
Those buildings were
Um,
deserted by
Dude, I'm gonna find me another song just to.
early Houston,
I have this thing with like
but it was
long
called
songs that I enjoy,
something else at the time.
like long 12-minute songs
What's
that
it called?
it's
Fourth
just
Ward. Fourth Ward was
it's a thing,
originally
man, and I
called
don't know
Freedmen's
why, but it is a
Town.
thing
It was an
indeed.
area of town set aside for freed black people from all over Texas. However, after a period of time, that area became so valuable that it was reclaimed by the ruling class. It was retaken by white people. I have pictures.
I feel kind of fly.
Hey, Thundercat, bro. Never misses. Never misses. Welcome back to my fake podcast with Mike and Tim. I'm J Dash, Johnny Dash, JohnnyDashMedia, whatever you wanna refer to me as. I know this one kid. He grew up a little bit now. He's like 14 now, but when he first started like working out with us, he was probably like 10 years old. Dude used to literally every time he would say my name, he'd say JohnnyDashMedia. I'm like, bro. Like, bro.
Yo, what's up, JohnnyDashMedia
Hey,
LLC?
That's exactly what he would say. I'm like, dog. And I wouldn't correct him either. I'm like, man, I'm gonna let him have it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that
That's
dude
what's
now,
up.
now he a killer, man. He finna be in high school next year. Hey. Little dude is a killer, man. Was working out with him yesterday. Kills. But, man, Tim,
What's up?
make your video, bro.
I know.
I want to see it.
Make
I
your
want to
video,
see it by the
man.
end of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Second one gonna be a lot better than the first one. I'll tell you that. The
It's
first
usually
one's
how
got to
it
get
goes.
made first.
It's usually, bro, I think a thing with creators, bro, we always had this like,
Oh, it's got to be perfect. It's
bro,
got to be good.
we will overthink ourselves out of doing something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this podcast, bro, I should have been started this, but I was just thinking like, well, what if don't nobody watch it? What if people don't like it? What if they think it's whack?
Well,
like,
they can't watch it if it doesn't exist.
exactly.
So you got to start
you don't
somewhere.
even know. Like, you don't even know if your product gonna be good if you don't even start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Dude, somebody sent me when you first start something, bro, and you trying to promote it, and they was like, they sent me a screenshot of my YouTube channel when I was trying to promote it and my media Instagram when I was trying to promote it. And I had like 50 followers on IG and like maybe 10 posts.
Mhm.
And they was like, bro, you done came a long way. And I'm like, yeah.
For sure.
Like, but imagine if I would have never even tried.
Exactly.
Like,
That's exactly
come on,
the point.
bro.
You just got to grind. You got to do it.
And
Just
it's a
put
slow
out the
grind
work.
too. It's a slow
Yeah,
grind,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. You
Like
can't expect, just 1,000 followers right
Bro.
out the bat. You got to grind on it.
now there might be a day where you have 1,000 follower jump, like that might happen. But man, initially, dude,
It's not gonna
start
come at the
slow.
beginning, no.
Yeah, it's gonna start slow, and I think certain social media platforms have made it a little easier to grow
Mhm.
your platform, but you still got to start. You got to make that first post.
For sure.
Make that first post. Like you said, your second one is probably gonna be better than your first one.
And the third one better than the second one.
Exactly. You just keep going, man.
Mhm.
Keep going. I've been at this thing for 5-6 years, man. Look, man, you can't tell me nothing. I don't care about them followers. Not that I don't care about the people who support me, but it's like the follower number doesn't matter to me.
No,
It's
the
not
nu-
like I'm worried about, I only got 2,000 followers. Somebody else has 10,000. Well, I'm thankful for every
you got
person.
2,000. That's
on,
that's
yeah,
something
bro.
to be proud of.
I'm thankful for every person who decided to press the little blue follow button and
Mhm.
double tap whenever I post something. Like, I'm
Mhm.
thankful for them. That's who I do it for.
Well, it's like we were saying earlier. If you can make an impact in one person's day,
Come on, man.
that's all that matters.
Talk about it, bro. I done helped send a bunch of kids to college, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
huge.
for free, and they get to go for free.
And that is huge.
That, bro, and that, at the end of the day, bro, that's, I might question like, man, did I make? Was my video that I made even good? It's like, scratch that. Did that kid get a scholarship to not only play basketball but to get an education?
Mhm.
So if something happens and basketball don't end up working out, they still got a degree to fall back on, and hopefully do something with their life and be able to, contribute to society in a positive way. Maybe
Mhm.
they end up coaching or something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, that's the whole thing. Like, that's what matters to me. The follower count, the YouTube subscriber count, man.
Yeah, it feels good.
It's cool. Like, it's cool to get on there and see, oh snap, this one got 2,000 in one day.
Right.
But at the end of the day, are these kids, am I helping them go forward in life?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I decided to give back to my community, and still be involved with something I love, the game of basketball. So yeah. What, bro?
That reminded me of that that video you showed us the other day of ODB.
Mostly towards ODB. What is going to be your theme for the community?
Nothing.
Yo, what are you gonna do for the community? Nothing.
Nothing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to ODB, man. Yo. That's funny, bro. I'm a man. Matter of fact, bro, we gonna close it out to some ODB, dog. Just because, man. Just because. Oh man. Oh, dirty. Come on, bro. Yo, hey, man. I appreciate y'all taking an hour or so out of y'all day to sit down and do my fake podcast.
Of course, it's
man.
you know, for the content,
Yeah.
for the friendship,
Yeah.
camaraderie.
yes.
And that's the thing, bro. I like the fact that we all cool. Like, don't none of us like hate each other. I mean, we had some coworkers that we didn't like,
but they don't work here.
They don't work here no more, so we ain't got to deal with them, bro. Everybody here is cool, and I like that we all around the same age. So I think that age difference really made it like difficult for us to kind of.
I don't know that was the main issue.
It wasn't a main issue, but it was age.
But
issue.
it definitely did not help it.
That
for
old
sure.
school way of thinking. It was just like, yo, and we just saw it pop up again a couple weeks ago when we seen them. Like,
Yeah,
like,
it was the same behavior.
Same, like, I'm just like, goodness gracious, bro, let it go, fam. You ain't gotta.
Childish.
Come on, bro. How you that old?
Twice my age and you're acting childish.
Bro, I can see the top of your head, bro. It's time to grow up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, bro, it's cool that we could just, kick it, bro, chill and do this. And next year, I'm going to invite y'all to my birthday party.
Oh,
that's a shot. That's a shot. That's a shot, bro.
Oh, hope you don't cry.
Hold up the cake like, hi, look. But yeah, bro. That's it, man. That's all I got, bro. Appreciate y'all. This is the Fate Podcast with Johnny Dash, Mike, and Tim. We up out of here, man. Let ODB take us out.
Later.
Cement to the ground, but any MC in any 52 states, I get